Welcome back to the FMU softball stadium for game number 2 of our non-conference doubleheader this afternoon between the Limestone University Saints and your Francis Marion University Patriots. Saints took the opener 7-6. Patriots tried to rally, had the tying and potential game-winning runs on base with one out in the bottom of the 7th, but a bunt was popped up into a double play to end the game, and the Saints escaped with the 7-6 victory.
Now batting number 6, Ashley Parnell.
Leading off for the Saints in game number 2, Ashley Parnell, the third baseman. She is facing Francis Marion Jr. right-hander Rachel Davis. Davis making her 4th appearance and 2nd start of the 2022 season, a 1-0 record, a 6.75 ERA. She has tossed 9 1/3 innings, allowed 13 hits, 9 runs all earned, 5 walks, 6 strikeouts. Parnell 1 for 4 with a run scored in game number 1 today. Fly ball right field, pretty well hit, but Smith back to the edge of the track, looks up and makes the catch. Patriot defense exactly the same as it was in game number 1 with Carrickson in left, Gerald in center, Smith in right.
Now batting number 10,
Patterson
Katie
at
Wilbur.
3rd, Matzel at short, Nodine at 2nd, and Troutman at 1st, Smallwood behind the plate, and Rachel Davis in the circle. Katie Wilbur, second baseman, stands in for Limestone. Wilbur 0 for 1 with a run scored in game number 1. Rachel Davis, a 5'5" junior from Mechanicsville, Virginia, and a product of Atlee High School. Patriots now 3-6 on the season following the game 1 loss today. Limestone now 7-0. Count now 1-2 on the Saints' second baseman. Fly ball right field. Smith almost inner tracks, makes the catch for out number 2.
Now batting number 16, Reagan Bristol.
We'll bring up the DP, Reagan Bristol. Bristol 2 for 4, runs scored and 2 driven in game number 1. Her 2-run base hit in the 5th inning, the difference in the game 1 victory. as that put the Saints up 7-2 at that time. Patriots would score 4 in the 6th and strand the tying and potential winning runs on base in the 7th. One offering from Davis. Fouled into the screen. Check swing, did she go? Yes, she did, says base umpire Darrell Buck. And Bristol is down on strikes. Saints go 1-2-3 in the top of the first. Patriots coming to bat. This is the Patriot Sports Network. Patriot lineup here in game number 2 will consist of Ashton Patterson at third, Katie Smith in right, Danielle Carrickson in left. Savannah Rawson will bat cleanup and be the DP. Batting fifth, the catcher Lauren Smallwood, the shortstop Megan Matzel, first baseman Grace Troutman, second baseman Lauren Nodine, and center fielder Najah Gerald. Rachel Davis, the pitcher, will be in the flex position. Saints defense, much as it was in game 1 with a couple of exceptions. Rycroft in left, Womack in center, Jenkins in right, Parnell at third base, Baker at third shortstop, Wilbur at second base, Bain at first base, and then the sister battery of Caroline Ruth, 5'10" junior out of Waxhaw, North Carolina, and Parkwood High School in the circle, and her sister Natalie Ruth, 5'7" sophomore, behind the plate catching. Ruth comes into the contest today, the pitcher that is, with a 2-0 record. Ashton Patterson will lead off for the Patriots. Patterson 2 for 4 in the opener today. Her season average now at .318. 2 doubles, no homers, an RBI, and a .529 on base percentage. 59 degrees with kind of broken skies as we start game number 2. Winds out of the north-northeast at 9 miles per hour. Blowing left to right as you look at the field. Could help a ball a little bit out to right field. That one is cued foul. It was in foul territory. Came back fair. Fielded by Bain, who put the tag on Patterson for out number 1.
Now batting number 14, Katie Smith.
We'll bring up the right fielder, Katie Smith, sophomore out of Greenwood, South Carolina. Smith 0 for 2 in game number 1 today. Did score a run. Had a good sacrifice bunt in the 7th inning as the Patriots attempted to rally. Her season average now at .304. 3 doubles, no homers, 3 RBIs, and a .393 on base percentage. Umpires Bill Quarles behind the plate for game number 2, and Darrell Buck on the base pass. The Patriots led by head coach Stacy Valley, assistant coach Stephanie Bagwell, and the athletic trainer is Kinsey Dunce-Nelson. Smith lines at the right field, but right at Jenkins, who makes the catch for out number 2. Smith hit it hard, but right at the Saints outfielder.
Now batting number 17, Danielle Carrickson.
Danielle Carrickson will stand in. Senior left fielder, batting .419. Leads the team with 11 runs scored, 4 doubles, 2 homers, 8 RBIs, and a full 41 on-base percentage. 2 for 4 in our opener with a couple of runs scored. She was at the plate for the final play in game number 1 as she looked to get a squeeze bunt down, but popped it up in the air, and the pitcher White caught it and doubled the runner off of third base for the final out to end the game. Let up in there on the inside corner, called strike 2. I'm Michael Hawkins, the Associate Athletic Director for Communication Services here at Francis Marion. Behind the mic, Naquan Jordan. Behind the camera for the webcast today, Aaron, Andrew, and Santiago handling other duties here in the press box. Two-two count. Pitch from Ruth. Grounded sharply foul past third. And head coach Stacy Valley. That one's hit foul. She turned on it, hit it down by the batting cage beyond the Patriot bullpen. So Carolyn Ruth in the circle. Natalie Ruth behind the plate for the Saints here in game number 2. Outside corner swung on and missed. Strike out for Carrickson and out number 3 for the Patriots. We played one full inning, no score between Francis Marion and Limestone. This is the Patriots Sports Network. Francis Marion University Athletics would like to thank the following sponsors: Adidas, Circle Park Behavioral Health Services, McLeod Regional Medical Center, Ken Jackson and Remax Professionals, Pepsi, McDonald's, Rains Hospitality, including Fairfield Inn, Spring Hill Suites, Courtyard by Marriott, Comfort Inn and Hyatt Place, King Cadillac Buick GMC, McLeod Sports Medicine, Chick-fil-A, State Farm and Agent Jim Stewart, Quincy Steakhouse, Little Caesars, La Quinta Inn and Suites, KFC and Arby's, Florence Toyota, The Waffle House, PD Electric Cooperative, Sparrow and Kennedy Tractor Supply, McCall's Supply Inc., Western Sizzle and Steakhouse, State Credit Union, and Zaxby's. Glad to have you join us here on this Super Bowl Sunday. Patriots looking for the split of this doubleheader. Again, the Francis Marion men's and women's tennis teams are in action across the street at Kasab Courts. Patriots hosting the Bears of Lenore Ryan University. The official home opener for first-year head coach Jay Evans. It'll be Bain, Rycroft, and Jenkins. 4, 5, and 6 to bat for the Saints here in the top of the second inning. Desiree Bain, first baseman, 0 for 4 in game number 1 today. She is a sophomore from Monroe, North Carolina, and a product of Central Academy of Tech and Arts. Patriot Sports Network will be active Tuesday afternoon, as the Patriot baseball team, 5-0 on the young season, will entertain USC Aiken. 4 o'clock first pitch at Cornell Field at Sparrow Stadium, just behind us here in the Griffin Athletic Complex. That's 4 o'clock Tuesday for baseball, FMU and USC Aiken. Basketball teams will be back in action on Wednesday night. The women hosting conference-leading and nationally ranked Barton College. 5:30 tip-off in the Smith University Center. The men's contest to follow at approximately 7:30. Rachel Davis battles back to even the count now at 2-2. Clouds, the sun has once again disappeared behind the clouds as Bain swings and misses. And Davis has her second strikeout of the young game. That'll bring up the left fielder, Macy Rycroft.
Now batting number 11, Macy Rycroft.
Rycroft, 2 for 2 in game number 1. One of her hits, though, was a grand slam home run, part of a 5-run fourth inning outburst for the Saints. That one finds the bottom of the strike zone, so the count goes to 2 balls and 1 strike. Rycroft, 5'7" sophomore from East Bend, North Carolina, and Forbush High School. Saints are led by head coach Amy Yates, a Limestone graduate and a former 4-time all-conference shortstop for the Saints. She's assisted by Abby Cheek. And Rycroft is down on strikes. So Davis has struck out the last 3 batters she has faced.
Now
and the first 5 of the game.
Taylor Jenkins.
And that will bring up Taylor Jenkins, freshman right fielder. Jenkins 0 for 2 with a run scored in game number 1. She hails from Goose Creek, South Carolina, and is a graduate of Stratford High School. Slaps that one foul over toward Lake Coleman. Called strike 3. And Davis strikes out the side. We head to the bottom of the second. No score between your Patriots and Limestone University. This is the Patriot Sports Network. Designated player Savannah Rawson will lead off the Patriots' second inning. Rawson 1 for 3. That one hit was a 2-run homer in game number 1. Rawson now batting .407 on the season. A couple of doubles, 2 homers, 6 RBIs, and a .433 on-base percentage. The battery of Caroline and Natalie Ruth, former high school teammates, I'm sure, of FMU catcher Sarah Harkins at Parkwood High School, as Rawson pops that one in the air on the right side. Wilbur, the second baseman, makes the catch for out number 1. Harkins, who sustained an injury earlier this year and will miss the 2022 season. Very productive part of the Patriot program for the last 2 years. Patriots certainly miss her this year, but the Ruths were high school teammates of hers. That'll bring up Lauren Smallwood, Francis Marion catcher, batting .250 on the season. 1 for 3 in game number 1. That one hit a big 2-out, 2-run single. They got the Patriots within 7-6 in the bottom of the 6th inning. She now has 2 doubles, no homers, and a team leading 8 RBIs. She shares the team lead with Danielle Carrickson. Here she is down quickly in the count, no balls and 2 strikes to Caroline Ruth. Line drive, center field, base hit. Smallwood becomes the game's first base runner.
Now batting number 3, Megan Matzel.
That'll bring up Megan Matzel. Shortstop, batting .259 on the year. A couple of doubles, 7 RBIs, and a .355 on-base percentage. Matzel 1 for 3 in the opener. That one hit a 2-run single. Rounds to third. Nice stop by Parnell. Throws across. Nice pick there by Bain to retire Matzel. Smallwood moves to second on the play. And they are going to call an illegal pitch, so it will be a ball to Matzel. Which I believe will make the count 1 ball, no strikes. Smallwood will return to first base. As Darryl Buck explained to Coach Yates and to Caroline Ruth what made that pitch illegal. So Matzel gets a redo, a do-over, a mulligan. Outside, and the count's now 2-0. That one is lined foul into the Patriot dugout. Hit pretty well to left field. Rycroft going back. It's over ahead. One hops the wall. Smallwood rounding second. She will chug into third. And Matzel is on second with the stand-up double. So the illegal pitch comes back to haunt the Saints.
Now batting number 18, Grace Troutman.
Patriots have runners on second and third now with one out for first baseman Grace Troutman. Troutman played the first game but was in the flex position, did not bat. She is batting 111 on the season. No homers, 1 RBI, and a .333 on base percentage. Hits that in the air to shallow right center field. That's going to land in no man's land. And Smallwood will score. Matzel had to hold at second, but credit Troutman with an RBI single.
Now batting number 13, Lauren Nodine.
Just a little flare that landed where no one could get to it. Lauren Nodine stands in next, the second baseman. Batting 133 on the season, no homers, no RBIs. A .409 on base percentage, though. She has walked 7 times, first 9 games. Nodine was 0 for 3 in today's opener. Matzel, the runner, at second. Troutman at first. That one's popped in the air, middle of the diamond. Third baseman Parnell comes over and makes the catch. Infield fly rule for out number 2.
Now batting number 8, Naja Gerald.
So Naja Gerald, center fielder, will bat now with 2 outs. Runners still at first and second. Gerald batting 133, 138 this season. No homers, 2 RBIs, .242 on base percentage. She was 0 for 3 in our first contest today. Gerald out of Orlando, Florida, a graduate student transfer from Flagler College. If she can extend the inning, leadoff batter Ashton Patterson would bat next. That's hit into shallow right, but not high enough to get over the second baseman. So Wilbur makes the catch on the soft liner for out number 3. But the Patriots played a run on a Smallwood RBI single. We played 2 full innings. Francis Marion 1, Limestone nothing. This is the Patriots Sports Network.
Natalie Ruth.
Natalie Ruth, the Limestone catcher, will lead off the top of the 3rd inning. Ruth appeared in game number 1 as a pinch hitter and went 0 for 1. That's hit in the air to second base. And much like Gerald's soft liner to in the second, Nodine was there to make the catch.
Now batting number 77,
And that'll bring up the pitcher,
Caroline Ruth.
Caroline Ruth. Caroline did not appear in our first contest today, so this is her first trip to the plate. Pops that one fair, foul, and over the press box here at the FMU softball stadium. Caroline Ruth with the unusual number of 77. Her sister is 22. And she just hammered that one off the side of the Patriot dugout. I don't think you can get out in front of a pitch any more than she did on that one. One-two offering from Davis upcoming. Has lined into center field, nearly took Davis's head off. Gerald fields it on a bounce, and Caroline Ruth becomes Limestone's first base runner of game number 2.
13, Maddie Baker.
Solid single to center. Rachel Davis had retired the first 7 Saints batters in order. And looks like we'll have a pinch runner now for Baker at first. That will be number 4, Lindsay Voorhees. So Voorhees takes over for Ruth, running at first base. Shortstop Maddie Baker will stand in. Baker 1 for 2 with the runs scored in game number 1. She swings and misses at Davis's first pitch. Baker, a 5'7" freshman from Lancaster, South Carolina, Andrew Jackson High School. Davis quickly ahead in the count, no balls, 2 strikes. One down here in the top of the third. Voorhees, the pinch runner at first base. That one is fouled off the helmet of catcher Lauren Smallwood. Carly Womack, the center fielder, is in the on-deck circle for Limestone. Swung on a miss, snap throw down to first, not in time to pick the runner off, but Baker is down on strikes. Strikeout number 5 for Rachel Davis.
Now batting number 6, Ashley Parnell.
And that will flip the lineup. I apologize, Womack is in the flex position. So that flips the lineup back to the top to Ashley Parnell, the third baseman. Parnell flew out to Katie Smith in right field to open up the game. Parnell 1 for 5 here in the doubleheader. She grounds that one to Nodine at second. The underhand toss to Troutman, and she's retired on one pitch. Limestone picks up its first base runner on a base hit, but that runner is stranded. We head to the bottom of the third. FMU leads Limestone 1-0. This is the Patriots Sports Network. Ashton Patterson, Katie Smith, Danielle Carrickson lead off the third inning for Francis Marion. Caroline Ruth re-enters the game. Caroline Ruth re-enters the game.
Number 15, Ashton Patterson.
For Limestone, and will continue pitching in the circle. Patterson grounded out to first in the first inning. Now 2 for 5 here in the doubleheader. Her at bat in the first is Squibber in foul territory up the first base line, that then curved back into fair territory where the first baseman Bain picked it up and tagged her. Patterson's season average now at .304. Partial scores from the tennis across the street, as the men's tennis match is all tied up at 1-1 with Lenore Ryan. Patriot women lead Lenore Ryan 3-2. The 2-1 pitch is fouled over to the Patriot dugout. Count now 2-2. That pitch is outside, running the count full to the Francis Marion third baseman. Patterson in her 5th year of collegiate experience, 2 years at Carson Newman University, 3 now here at Francis Marion. She's from Andersonville, Tennessee. Patriot team MVP in 2020. That season, Francis Marion off to a 24-3 start before the season was scuttled by the COVID pandemic. Fly ball, right field. Jenkins is there. That'll bring up Katie Smith. Smith lined out to Jenkins back in the first inning.
Smith.
Now 0 for 3 here in the doubleheader. Her season average at .292. Limestone, a member of the South Atlantic Conference. Patriots in their first season with Conference Carolinas. Saints already 5-0 against Conference Carolinas teams this year, as they swept doubleheaders from Southern Wesleyan and Converse University before winning game 1 here today. Patriots, on the other hand, 1-2 against South Atlantic teams as they split a doubleheader with Queens earlier before losing game 1 today. Little flare down the third base line right into the glove of Parnell for out number 2.
Now batting number 17, Danielle Carrickson.
Danielle Carrickson will stand in next. Carrickson, a strikeout victim in the first inning. Bartow, Florida native in her 4th year here at Francis Marion. Season average now at .406. She shares the team lead in RBIs with 8. Ground ball back up the middle. That's a base hit. And that will bring up Savannah Rawson, the designated player. Rawson popped up to second base, her first trip of game number 2. Mentioned before, a 2-run homer in game number 1. Her season average now at .393. She's got a couple doubles, couple homers, 6 RBIs. That's hit down the left field line. Fair ball inside the chalk. Carrickson to third. Rawson is going to be tagged out, trying to stretch it into a double. So Rawson with the base hit, but trying to take the extra base, tossed out to end the 3rd inning. No runs for the Patriots, couple of base hits, 1 runner left. We played 3 full innings. Francis Marion leads Limestone 1-0. This is the Patriots Sports Network.
Now batting for the Saints, number 10, Katie Wilbur.
Pitch 1 to Katie Wilburn is a called strike. Wilburn flied out to right field in the first inning. Grounded foul, again knocked down by Patterson, but in foul territory. Oh, 2 pitch from Davis, down low, ball 1. Wilbur still looking for her first hit in the twin bill today. 5'7" sophomore from Rocky Point, New York, and Rocky Point High School. Hit on a line to center field, and it's over Gerald's head. That'll be up against the wall, and Wilbur into second with the stand-up double.
Now batting number 16, Reagan Bristol.
So the DP, Reagan Bristol, will stand in with a runner on second, nobody out here in the top of the 4th inning for Limestone. Bristol 0 for 1 was the strikeout victim in the first. Once fouled out of play over by the ticket booth. Count now 0-2 to the Saints DP. That went high and outside, but Bristol did not chase. Called strike 3, inside corner. Out number 1 here in the 4th. Strikeout number 6 for Davis.
Now batting number 32, Desiree Bain.
That matches her season total coming into today's game. First baseman Desiree Bain will stand in. Bain, a strikeout victim, her first time here in game number 2. Now 0 for 5 in the doubleheader. Ground ball to Matzel at short. Throws across to Troutman to retire Bain. On the play, Wilbur moves to third, where she now stands with 2 outs.
Now batting number 11, Macy Rycroft.
So Macy Rycroft will step into the box, left fielder. Strikeout victim in the second. Of course, she had the long grand slam home run in game number 1. Patriots 1 out away from surviving the leadoff double here in the 4th inning. Fly ball, center field. Gerald tracking. Is there and makes the catch for out number 3. So Wilbur doubles to lead off the top of the 4th, but she's stranded at third. We head to the bottom of the 4th. FMU leads Limestone 1-0. This is the Patriots Sports Network. Catcher Lauren Smallwood leads off the FMU 4th. Smallwood singled, came around to score the game's only run in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Her season averaging up to 286. Home plate umpire Bill Quarles gets a new supply of softballs. Caroline Ruth gets the signal and her 0-1 pitch. And that hits Smallwood. So the Patriots have a leadoff runner here in the 4th, albeit a painful one.
Now batting number 3, Megan Matzel.
Second time this season that Smallwood has been hit by a pitch. And we'll put a pinch runner in now for Smallwood in the person of Jayla King, freshman outfielder from Grapevine, Texas, and Grapevine High School.
Running on first base, number 4, Jayla King.
And that brings Megan Matzel to the plate now. No outs, a runner on first. Matzel doubled her first at bat here in game number 2. Fly ball left field. Rycroft going back on the track. Can't get to it. It one-hops the wall. King being held at third base at the last minute. And Matzel has her second double of game number 2.
Now batting number 18, Grace Troutman.
So Grace Troutman comes to the plate in a similar situation to she faced in the second inning when she delivered an RBI single to right center field. Except this time there's nobody out. Jayla King, the runner, at third. Matzel at second. Count now 1 ball, no strikes. Your Patriots leading 1-0 here in the last of the 4th inning. Count now 2-0. Troutman out of Burlington, Wisconsin, a transfer from St. Michael's College. Sophomore. This is her first year at FMU. Her season average now at 200 following that second inning single. Bats from the left side. Heading the count here, 3-0. Taking all the way. Called strike 1. Lauren Nodine, second baseman, is in the on-deck circle. And she's to be followed by Najah Gerald, center fielder. Fly ball well hit down the right field line, but hooking foul. That had home run distance as she targeted the ticket booth, but it was well foul. Count now full, 3-2. That one's fouled off the other way this time over the Patriot dugout. Count remains full at 3-2. Again, that pitch was spoiled off by Troutman as the lights are coming on here at the FMU Softball Stadium on this overcast Super Bowl Sunday. Caroline Ruth now up to 54 pitches here as she works in the 4th inning. Again, fouled off, nearly tagged King, the runner off third, who was in foul territory, so that would have been okay. Not for her to get hit, but she wouldn't have been out. All right, so the battle, this will be pitch number 9 of the at-bat. Swung on and missed. Ruth wins that battle. As Troutman fans. That'll bring up Lauren Nodine. Nodine popped up back in the second. She is 0 for 4 for the doubleheader. This would be a good time for hit number 1. Patriots on second and third, 1 out. Looking to build on a 1-0 lead. Called strike to even the count at 1-1. Snap throw to third, but King is able to get back. Nodine ahead in the count, 2 balls and 1 strike. Looks to bunt, bunts up the first base line. It spins and stays fair. It was spinning the whole time, and as soon as it landed in fair territory, it just stopped and spun in place. So a bunt single scores King with the Patriots' second run. On the play, Matzel moves to third.
Number 8, Naza Gerald.
So Najah Gerald stands in now with the Patriots up 2-0, and runners on the corners 1 out. Nodine looks to get caught in the rundown, which she does. And on the play, Matzel steals home with the Patriots' third run. So the double steal results in another run. With Nodine now at second with 1 out, and the Patriots up 3-0. Gerald bunts to third. Parnell goes to short, and they've got Nodine hung up. Statistician's nightmare here as Nodine is eventually tagged out. The throw back to second, and Gerald is picked off a first. So a double play. Fielder's choice for Gerald to reach base, and then the double play, and the inning is over. The Patriots do pick up a couple more runs. We head to the 5th. Francis Marion leads Limestone 3-0 while I go try and figure out how to score that last play. Taylor Drinkins leads off the 5th inning for Limestone. Saints trailing Francis Marion 3-0. That's lined into center field. That's a base hit on the first pitch.
Now batting number 22, Natalie Ruth.
That's hit in the air to shallow right field. Nodine going out. Smith coming in. She makes the catch for out number 1. Runner has to hold it first.
Now batting number 77, Caroline Ruth.
That's fouled off. Ground ball through the right side. That's a base hit. Runner's going to have to hold as Smith makes a strong throw in from right field.
Now batting number 13, Maddie Baker.
Two-one pitch from Davis to Wilbur. Grounded foul outside of first. Two-two pitch from Davis to Wilbur. Misses outside, count now full. So the two base runners, Adkins and Parnell, will get a little bit of a head start on the full count pitch with 2 outs here in the 5th inning. Saints have already played 1 run this inning. Trail 3-1. Fouled off. We'll do it again. Fly ball pretty well hit the center field. Gerald on her horse near the track, reaches up, can't get it, it's off the wall. 1 run is scored, 2 runs scored, and Wilbur is into second with a 2-run, 2-out RBI double. Gerald with the great effort nearly caught the ball as she crashed into the center field wall, but it was just above her glove, and the Saints have tied the game now at 3. And that'll be the end of the day for Rachel Davis as the Patriots will make a pitching change. Casey Current will come in. Current, who came in relief in game number 1, got the no decision. For Rachel Davis today, 4 2/3 innings pitched, 6 hits allowed, 3 runs all earned to this point. No walks, 6 strikeouts. She threw 67 pitches. Current got the final 4 outs of the opener of today's doubleheader. So in an inning and a third, she allowed 1 hit, no runs, no walks, 1 strikeout.
Now batting number 16, Reagan Bristol.
She enters the game. This is her 8th appearance of the year, her 5th in relief, a 1-1 record. And she will face the DP, Reagan Bristol. Bristol 0 for 2 is fanned twice here in game number 2. Hits that one well foul over into Lake Coleman. Pop foul over the press box, so Current quickly ahead in the count. No balls, 2 strikes. Swung on and missed, and Bristol's down on strikes in the Limestone 5th. But before the Saints score 3 times, including a 2-run double by Wilbur to knot the score at 3-3 between Francis Marion and Limestone. This is the Patriot Sports Network. She's 28 for 77, is that right? New pitcher for Limestone is Kaylee Long, 5'11 sophomore from Batesburg, South Carolina, and a product of Saluda High School. She has no record this season.
For the Saints, number 28, Kaylee Long.
She will face the top of the Patriot lineup, Patterson, Smith, and Carrickson.
15, Ashton Patterson.
Patterson 0 for 2. Ground out and fly out here in game number 2. So starter Caroline Ruth is the pitcher of record for the Saints. as they have gone to their bullpen in the form of Kaylee Long. Foul ball. Got now 1-2. Francis Marion 3 runs on 7 hits, no errors, and Limestone 3 runs on 6 hits, no errors as we play here in the bottom of the 5th inning. That one is lined foul just outside of first base and outside of the reach of the first baseman, Bain. Patterson, a 4.0 student here at Francis Marion University. Patterson continues to battle along. Count remains 2-2. So for the 6th time this season, Patterson is hit by a pitch, and the Patriots have their leadoff batter on base. Katie Smith will come to the plate, right fielder. 0 for 2 with a line out to right and a foul out to third. Squares to bunt, bunts it foul up the third base line. Smith now batting .280 on the season. As the Patriots are looking to get that runner into scoring position. Bunted fair in front of home plate. And the throw to second not in time, so it's going to be a fielder's choice as Smith reaches. The throw not in time to get the runner at second.
Now batting number 17, Danielle Carrickson.
So the equivalent of a successful sacrifice bunt with the added bonus of Smith reaching base. Throw to second was high, but I don't think it would have been in time to get the runner at Patterson anyway. So 2 on, no outs for Danielle Carrickson. Carrickson 1 for 2, strikeout and a single. She had a couple of hits and a couple of runs scored in our opener today. Line drive, left field line, but hooking foul. Looked promising when it left her bat, but quickly hooked foul. Outside, ball 2. Ball 3. So Carrickson in the driver's seat here. She takes called strike 2 as the throw goes back to second. Patterson back in, standing up. Count now full. So Patriots at first and second in the form of Patterson and Smith. Full count to Danielle Carrickson as Kaylee Long gets the sign and delivers. Ground ball foul. Three-two pitch. High, ball 4. The bases are loaded. So the first walk issued by Limestone pitching here in the second game, and only the second walk of the whole afternoon. And that'll bring up the DP, Savannah Rawson. Rawson, a 2-run homer in game number 1. Here in game number 2, popped out to second and singled down the left field line. Ground ball to shortstop. Comes home. Tough slide by Patterson. Means that Ruth at home can only make the one play. So Baker to Ruth forces Patterson at the plate, and the bases remain loaded now with 1 out. And Patriots will use a pinch runner as number 12, Angel Siders, will run for Rawson at first base. Siders, a freshman from right here in Florence and a product of the successful South Florence High School program.
Pinch running on first base, number 12, Angel Siders. Now batting number 20.
Siders is appearing in her 7th game of the season. Does have a couple runs scored. And Lauren Smallwood will come to the plate. Smallwood 1 for 1, singled and scored in the second, was hit by a pitch and scored in the 4th. Here she bats with the bases full of Patriots and 1 out. Score knotted at 3-3. Bottom of the 5th inning. Smith, the runner at third, Carrickson, the runner at second, and Siders, the pinch runner, at first. Hit through the left side, base hit. Smith will score. Carrickson being waved home. She will score. 2-run RBI single for Lauren Smallwood, and the Patriots lead 5-3. All right, so what they're going to say here is that the Patriots never re-entered Lauren Smallwood in the lineup. So she is out at first base. And I believe the runners will go back to bases loaded and 2 outs now. Smallwood was pinch run for earlier, and she was never re-entered by the Patriots. And so, yes, the runners will have to go back to the bases. So Matzel now bats with the bases loaded and 2 outs. One-two pitch, line down the left field line, but foul. So the Patriots, unfortunately, lose that 5-3 advantage. Score is still tied now at 3-3. Smith, the runner, at third, Carrickson at second, and Siders still at first. Line foul the other way. Count remains 1-2. So that goes back to the 4th inning when Smallwood was hit by a pitch. There's a ground ball to short. Baker goes to short to Parnell at third base, the short way for the 3 outs, the 3rd out. And the Saints escape a bases loaded, no out jam and do not allow the Patriots to score. We head to the top of the 6th. 3-3 is our score between Francis Marion and Limestone. This is the Patriots Sports Network. So unfortunately for the Patriots, the 5-3 lead disappears, and the score is re-knotted at 3-3. Top of the 6th inning.
Now batting number 32, Desiree
Casey
Bain.
Current will face batters 4, 5, and 6 in the Limestone order. Bain, Rycroft, and Jenkins. Bain 0 for 2, a strikeout and a ground out. She is 0 for 6 in the doubleheader today. Current in her 2nd inning of work for Francis Marion after relieving starter Rachel Davis. Both of the starting pitchers now out of the game and get no decisions. as it's in the hands of relievers, Current and Long. Soft liner into center field. A shortstop, Matzel over. What a play! That one looked ticketed for center field. Matzel cut it off at the edge of the grass behind the second base bag. Strong throw to first, and Bain is out for out number 1 here in the 6th inning.
Now batting number 11, Macy Rycroft.
Macy Rycroft, left fielder, will stand in. Rycroft 0 for 2 with the strikeout and a flyout. Game number 2. She had a grand slam home run. Part of a 2 for 2 performance at the plate in the opener today. Picket fence up on the scoreboard. Number 11 batting, a 1-1 count with 1 out. Count now 2-1. Fly ball pulled well foul. Evens the count at 2-2. Popped up, foul back over the press box. Across the street, tennis match. Lenore Ryan won the women's match 4-3 over your Patriots, while the Patriot men are leading 4-2 in that match. So they have won it with just the number 6 singles still to be completed. So the Patriots either win 5-2 or 4-3. So the men are victorious. The women fall 4-3 to Lenore Ryan. Rycroft down on strikes for out number 2. And that'll bring up
Now batting number
Taylor
3,
Jenkins. Jenkins 1 for 2 with a single and a run scored here in the second contest. One pitch. Outside, 2-1. That one's popped up in the infield. Diving catch by Patterson down the third baseline for out number 3. Da-da-dun, da-da-dun. Head to the bottom of the 6th. It's all tied, 3-3. Grace Troutman leads off the bottom of the 6th inning for the Patriots. Troutman 1 for 2, RBI single and a strikeout. She will be followed by Lauren Nodine and Najah Gerald here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Spots 7, 8, and 9 in the Patriot lineup. Kaylee Long continues in the circle here for the Saints. This is her 2nd inning of work. In the dirt, count runs full to the Patriot first baseman. Ground ball at second base, fielded by Wilbur. Throws to Bain for out number 1.
Now batting number 13, Lauren Nodine.
Nodine takes in the dirt for ball 1. She is 1 for 2. Infield fly pop-up and an RBI single in the 4th inning. High, ball 2. Patriots need a base runner here. Scores tied at 3, bottom of the 6th inning. Limestone captured the first game 7-6. As the Patriot rally was snuffed out in the bottom of the 7th inning. And that one caught the edge of the outside corner of the plate for called strike 1. Bunts in front of the plate, fielded by the third baseman. Throw on the run, not in time. Nodine has a bunt single here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Now batting number 8, Najah Gerald.
Parnell did all she could on that, picked it up barehanded, threw it on the run, but the throw not in time to get Nodine at first. So Najah Gerald will bat. The runner on first and 1 out. Gerald 0 for 2, line out and reached on a fielder's choice. Still looking for a first hit of the afternoon, 0 for 3 in game number 1 today. Count even at 1-1. Swung on and missed. She ran up to slap it. Came up empty. Count 1-2. Gerald spoils that one, fouls it into the screen. And the center fielder takes high for ball 2. Slap to shortstop. Baker Fields goes to second for 1. And Odine is forced, but no chance to double up the speedy Gerald.
Now batting number 15.
That does
Ashton
flip the
Patterson.
Patriot lineup back to the top for Ashton Patterson. Patterson 0 for 2, was hit by a pitch last inning. Is 2 for 6 in the twin bill today. He's been on base 3 times. No. Gerald now, a very fast runner, is at first as Patterson takes called strike 1. Gerald's running on the pitch. Slides in safely into second with the stolen base. Count goes 1-1 on Patterson. Gerald's second stolen base of the season puts her in scoring position now with 2 outs. Patriots looking for any type of base hit here to the outfield. Should be enough to score Gerald. Count is 2-2 to the Patriot third baseman. Called strike 3. So Patterson is down on strikes. Patriots strand the go-ahead run at second. We head to the 7th. All knotted up, 3-3 with Limestone. This is the Patriots Sports Network. Catcher Natalie Ruth leads off the 7th inning for Limestone. Ruth 0 for 2, a line out and a fly out. Facing Casey Current in her 3rd inning of work. Line drive center field. Gerald is there, makes the catch. Well hit by Ruth, but right at Gerald. This will bring up the pitcher, Kaylee Long. It's her first trip
Now
to the plate
batting
since
number
entering the game.
28, Kaylee Long.
Swinging strike with number 1. Count even at 1-1. Swung on, missed. Count even at 2-2. One out, top of the 7th. Limestone and Francis Marion all tied up at 3-3. And current fans, her counterpart, Long, for out number 2 here in the 7th. That'll bring up the shortstop, the number 9 hitter, Maddie Baker.
Now batting number 13, Maddie Baker.
Baker 0 for 2, a strikeout and a line out to left. Baker 1 for 4 in the doubleheader. She did have a hit in game number 1. Patriots have 2, 3, and 4 spots due up in the bottom of the 7th. Count is 2-2 to the Limestone shortstop. Swung on and missed. And the Saints go 1-2-3 with a couple of strikeouts in the top of the 7th. Patriots coming to hopefully walk it off in the bottom of the 7th. It's 3-3. This is the Patriots Sports Network. Francis Marion University Athletics would like to thank the following sponsors: Adidas, Circle Hark Behavioral Health Services, McLeod Regional Medical Center, Ken Jackson at Remax Professionals, Pepsi, McDonald's, Rains Hospitality, including Fairfield Inn, Spring Hill Suites, Courtyard by Marriott, Comfort Inn, and Hyatt Place. King Cadillac Buick GMC, McLeod Sports Medicine, Chick-fil-A, State Farm and Agent Jim Stewart, Quincy Steakhouse, Little Caesars, La Quinta Inn and Suites, KFC and Arby's, Florence Toyota, Waffle House, PD Electric Cooperative, Sparrow and Kennedy Tractor Supply, McCall's Supply Inc., Western Sizzlin Steakhouse, State Credit Union, and Zaxby's. New catcher for the Saints here in the bottom of the 7th. As number 16, Reagan Bristol will take over. She'll move from the DP spot. Katie Smith will lead off the bottom of the 7th. Smith is 0 for 3. And she is ahead in the count. 2 balls and no strikes. So the battery now is Long and Bristol. Line drive, left field, base hit. Patriots have the leadoff batter on. Katie Smith, line drive single. That'll bring up left fielder Danielle Carrickson. Carrickson 1 for 2, single and a walk. She has 3 hits in the doubleheader today. Ninth base hit of game number 2 for Francis Marion. Carrickson squares to bunt and fouls it off. Patriots looking to move the potential winning run into scoring position. She does not square this time. Swinging away, fouls it back into the screen. Oh, 2 pitch. High and outside. Nice stop by Bristol. The new receiver behind the plate. Line drive, left field line, foul. Missed extra bases, the potential game-winning hit by about a foot. Carrickson, the hero last Sunday, with a walk-off base hit. This time she's called out on strikes. So that'll bring up Savannah Rawson. Rawson, 1 for 3.
Now batting.
Pop-up single and reached on the fielder's choice. Had a 2-run homer in the first game today. Katie Smith remains the base runner at first. Called strike 1 as Long jumps ahead in the count. And Rawson homered in yesterday's doubleheader at Augusta, has a home run today. Fly ball, shallow right field. Yeah, not so shallow, but Jenkins is over near the line and makes the catch for out number 2. Carried a good bit nearly to the warning track, but Jenkins was up to the task and made the catch. That will bring up Lauren Smallwood. Smallwood, 1 for 2. Singleton scored in the second, was hit by a pitch, and her eventual pinch runner scored in the 4th, and then was out on appeal in the 5th inning after apparently registering a 2-run go-ahead single. But she had not been re-entered in the lineup, and so she was called out on appeal by the Limestone coach. So she's 1 for 2 today. Katie Smith remains the runner, still at first base, now with 2 outs. Runner going. Smith slides in safely with the stolen base. The pitch was a ball, and so Smith is now in scoring position with 2 outs. For Smith, her first stolen base of the year. And Smallwood now bats with the go-ahead run on second, the winning run on second. As we discussed earlier this afternoon, Smallwood came into the afternoon hitting .571 with runners in scoring position, but only .250 with 2 outs. So pick your poison. Here she's in the driver's seat now with a 3-1 count. Of course, Saints do have first base open. 3-1 pitch. Down low, ball 4. So Smallwood walks. And that'll bring up Megan Matzel. Matzel, 2 for 3, a pair of doubles, a run scored here in game number 2. She had a 2-run single in the opener today. If you're thinking about it, they could pinch run for Smallwood at first just to make sure she could get to second on a force play, but she'd also be done for the game, and she's already been run for 1 time. Matzel takes called strike 1 from Kaylee Long. Sophomore right-hander out of Batesburg, South Carolina. Matzel files that one off, and she's now down in the count. No balls, 2 strikes. Oh-2 pitch, outside, ball 1. Patriots looking for the walk-off base hit for Megan Matzel, junior shortstop. Outside, ball 2. Long now up to 64 pitches in her relief stint, 37 of which have either been put into play or found the strike zone. Popped, foul, and out of play. Matzel stays alive. Francis Marion, 3 runs on 9 hits and no errors. Limestone, 3 runs on 6 hits and no errors. Limestone took the opener 7-6. Holding off a Patriot rally in the bottom of the 7th inning. Patriots looking to hand Limestone its first loss of the season. As again, Matzel fouls it off. Long quickly gets the sign, checks her wristband, and here's the delivery. Line drive, foul. Again, Matzel just missed a game-winning hit by a foot down the left field line. Almost identical to Carrickson's line drive foul. And again, she fouls it off. And Bristol will go out to the circle to talk with Long and fellow infielders. Katie Smith, the all-important runner at second. Smallwood, the trail runner at first. Megan Matzel at the plate. 2 outs, bottom of the 7th. We're all knotted up at 3-3. Line drive at the second baseman, Wilbur, who makes a nice catch to end the inning. Matzel stung that one, but right at Wilbur. We head to the 8th. All tied at 3. Francis Marion and Limestone. This is the Patriot Sports Network. Top of the 8th inning. As we'll employ the international tiebreaker rule, where we put the last out on second base. That being Maddie Baker.
Now batting number 6, Ashley Parnell.
And Ashley Parnell leads off. So the top of the Limestone order with Baker, the runner at second. Parnell 1 for 3 with an RBI single and a run scored. Looks to bunt. Pops it in the air. Patterson could not make the catch, but then wisely let it go, and it bounced and rolled foul. Good play by Patterson that time. Patriots' third extra inning game of the year, and this is only game number 10. Lost an extra inning marathon battle with Westchester 13-12 in the opening series of the year. And then the next day, defeated USC Aiken in extra innings. Bunted, fielded by Smallwood, the throw to first. And the ball was dropped by Nodine there. So the error on the second baseman, Nodine, covering first, as it looked as though the throw would have her. So credit her with a sacrifice bunt. And Baker moves to third on the play. So the Saints have runners at first and third now. Nobody out here in the top of the 8th inning. Katie Wilbur is at the plate. Fly ball right field, pretty well hit. Smith back, makes the catch, short of the track, the throw home, not in time, and Baker scores the go-ahead run.
Now batting number 16.
So sacrifice fly by Wilbur puts the Saints up 4-3. Reagan Bristol is at the plate with a 1-strike count. Again, pulls it way foul. So here in the top of the 8th, the tiebreaker runner on second base. A sacrifice bunt. The throw is dropped at first. So you had runners on first and third, and then a sacrifice fly has put the Saints up 4-3. Fly ball, right field. Smith in, makes the catch for out number 2. Parnell remains at first base. Desiree Bain will come to the plate now with 2 outs, and Parnell still on first. Bain 0 for 3, strikeout and grounded out to shortstop twice. Fouled out of play. That evens the count at 1-1. Fly ball center field. Najah Gerald makes the catch for out number 3. But the Saints plate a run to break the tie and go up 4-3. I know that kickoff is fast approaching, but don't leave us. We've got an exciting bottom of the 8th coming up. Patriots looking to rally and tie or potentially walk it off. This is the Patriot Sports Network. Grace Troutman, the first baseman, leads off the bottom of the 8th. Megan Matzel, the Patriot runner, placed on second. Troutman 1 for 3 with an RBI single in the second inning. Troutman stands back in, down on the count, no balls and a strike. Kaylee Long continues in the circle for the Saints. She squares to bunt, but pulls it back and takes high for ball 1. Again, good speed on the base pass for the Patriots in the form of Matzel at second. Again, she squares and fouls it off. So now down on the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Let's see what head coach Stacy Valley has her sophomore first baseman do at the plate. That is grounded foul. At the first base line, count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. Ball 2. Two-two pitch. Popped in the air. Caught by the diving pitcher. If she could have gotten to her feet, she'd had a chance to double Matzel off second, but could not. But a nice play by Long. Diving and catching that little bloop off the bat of Troutman for out number 1.
Now batting number 13, Lauren Nodine.
Lauren Nodine takes called strike 1. And Nodine quickly down on the count. No balls and 2 strikes. Again, Matzel the runner at second. Patriots looking to tie this thing up. Bottom of the 8th, 4-3, Limestone up. Nodine takes ball. Najah Gerald, center fielder, is in the on-deck circle. Just high. Long wanted that one, as did the Limestone bench. Home plate umpire Bill Quarles hearing a few comments from the Saints dugout, but the count is even at 2-2. Fly ball, shallow right field. Jenkins coming in. Can't make the catch. Matzel going to third. Bing round. She was initially being sent, then held at the last minute. Would have been close play at the plate. But Nodine, with the double down the right field line, keeps the Patriots' hopes alive. Jenkins made the diving attempt but could not come up with it. Good job to keep it in front of her so they could keep Matza from scoring. And Najah Gerald now comes to the plate with the tying run at third, the winning run at second. Takes the first pitch for a called strike. That one's in the dirt for ball 1. Called strike 2. That one's outside. Even in the count, 2-2. Two-two pitch upcoming from Long. Swung on, missed, strike 3. So that'll leave it up to Ashton Patterson, Patriots shortstop.
Now batting number 15, Ashton Patterson.
She will bat with the tying run on third, winning run on second. And 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th inning. That one is popped foul over to the Patriot dugout. Oh, 1 pitch. Called strike 2. Patriots down to the final strike. Line drive, base hit, center field, 1 run will score. Here comes Nodine. She scores. Game over. Patriots win 5-4. Ashton Patterson. Game-winning walk-off hit back up the middle, and your Patriots win it 5-4. So after almost coming back in game number 1 and falling 7-6, your Patriots get the walk-off 5-4 win in 8 innings here in game number 2. Winning pitcher is Casey Current. She improves to 2-1. The losing pitcher, Kaylee Long, her first decision of the year. Final line score in game number 2, Francis Marion, 5 runs on 11 hits and 1 error. Limestone, 4 runs on 6 hits and no errors. Megan Matzel with the, Ashton Patterson with the walk-off 2-run single. Patriots improve to 4-6 on the season. Limestone suffers its first loss of the year as they fall to 7-1. Reminder that the Saints did take game 1 of our doubleheader by a 7-6 score. Patriots will be back in action next weekend with the Rains Company Softball Classic. Action here at the FMU Softball Stadium on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The Patriots' first game of the tournament will be Friday against Mercy College of New York at 5 o'clock. We thank you for joining us here on this Super Bowl Sunday as the Patriots and Saints split their doubleheader. Limestone winning the opener 7-6, the Patriots the nightcap 5-4.